Join us as we camp in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, but first, let me show you around. The campground we're currently at is called Hancock Campground, and it's about 6 or 7 minutes away from the town of Lincoln, New Hampshire. It's open year-round. They do plow each site, and it's $25 per night year-round as well. There's trash service, like they empty the dumpsters still, and they do keep the pit toilets open year-round. We actually started our day with hiking a New Hampshire 4,000-foot peak. Today we are hiking Mount Tecumseh. I believe I'm saying it right. And we're starting from the Waterville trailhead. The trail in total should be 5.2 miles round trip. The trailhead parking for this mountain is actually shared with the Waterville Ski Center, so that's where we parked. And we actually lucked out and got a very close spot. Right once we got on the trail, everyone kind of pulled over and put on their micro spikes. We don't think we're going to need snowshoes today. I know I don't do a lot of hiking videos, but I'm actually really into hiking. In 2021, I hiked all the high peaks of the Adirondacks, but I have not had the chance to do much hiking in New Hampshire thus far. This is my 4th New Hampshire high peak and Kate's 3rd, and hopefully today is going to be a good day. So far the trail is very easy to follow, and it runs right next to this stream, and the group behind us has a dog, and it just caught up to us. Hey buddy! We're about 0.2 miles in, and we already have to cross a little stream. You did it! We just passed someone that was coming down that had nothing with them, which isn't too crazy for this hike, I guess, since it's easier, it's relatively short, and the conditions are good today. But it still seems weird to me just going with nothing and no water at all. It's pretty busy out today. I think we just passed 3 groups of people, and there's another one coming up behind us. It's starting to level out a little bit, so I think we're almost there. We're essentially at the top, though. We kind of have to curve around to the actual summit. I'm going to include a little all-trail screen recording so you can see what I mean about the curving around at the top. Here we are. We made it to the top. As you can see, there's quite the view. And I actually looked up online. This summit used to be considered 4,003 feet, but they did a survey a few years ago, and it's actually 3,997 feet at the summit. We just left the summit, and we're coming down the other side of the little loop. It's about 11:50, and we probably spent 20-30 minutes up there eating and talking with other people up there. We met a nice friendly group of other hikers, and they recommended we hike Wambeck. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but they recommended that's another good, easy New Hampshire 48 to start with in the winter. Hey, hello. He's so cute. Since this is an out and back trail, we're not really going to be seeing anything new or interesting, so I'll check in at the car. It took us 4 hours and 20 minutes round trip to do the 5.2 miles. So not super slow, but not super fast by any means. And one hiking tip I have, whether you're hiking in any season, summer, fall, winter, spring, is to always bring a dry shoe option to change into after your hike. My shoe of choice to change into in the winter is a pair of Crocs. And they're just nice and easy to slip on, and that way you're not in your wet boots for the drive home. As you can see, we had a great hike. And this summer we plan on hiking more in New Hampshire. After our hike, we went up to the Waterville ski area and we used the bathroom there and checked it out. It seems really nice there. We have both never skied there before. It's not overly big, and today it wasn't overly crowded, but there was a good amount of people there. That's to be expected for a holiday weekend. We explored a little bit and saw the main base lodge and walked up to the ski lift and watched the people and the chaos and the overall pretty views from the mountain. This ski mountain actually had the biggest and craziest food truck I've ever seen. It was like a huge old military truck that was converted into something, and it had tire chains and it had a winch on the top for some reason. So we looked at that and that was pretty cool. At the bottom of the ski lifts they had one of those waffle cabins, and it just smelled too good, so we had to get a waffle. How do you like your waffle?
It's really good.
It looks really good. The waffles are really good, and we actually think that mountain right over there is the one we hiked earlier. On our way to Hancock Campground, we actually decided to stop in downtown Lincoln and check out the stores there. We walked around a little bit and we went into a store called LaHoots, which is an outdoor store that is like local to the New Hampshire area. Kate's going to be browsing the cross-country skis and trying to find some blister stuff because she got blisters on the back of her heels. What is that? Oh, it's like a fleece hood.
It's like a hood. I feel like I would wear this all the time.
They've got a lot of helmets and downhill ski stuff. They don't have any cross-country ski things here.
We didn't find stuff there. I guess this is the ski-specific LaHoots store, but they have actually 2 other LaHoots just on this street and then 2 in Littleton. So we're gonna go check out one with Patagonia and outdoor gear. I don't even know if this is the right one.
Now we're going to the LaHoots Summit Shop. They've got a lot of stuff here. Kate actually just ordered a pair of these. Kate was able to find what she needed from that last store. Before dinner, we're having some cucumbers and cheese, and I want to show you this Christmas gift I got. My dad made us a cutting board with an outline of the 4Runner etched into it. You can kind of see he burned the outline of it, and he even did a good job with the wheels and just even the tent. Thank you very much. We like it, and we're getting good use out of it. We got a new thing for the diesel heater set up, and that's actually a step that goes on a tire, and I'm going to set the diesel heater on this. So that's just in case the ground's really wet or muddy, or in case it snows, the heater's up off the ground. To make it so the heater does not slide off of this step, we just added these bolts into the existing holes that were on the bottom of the heater, and that way you can slide it this way, but it won't fall off. Just got the tent set up with the sleeping bags and sleeping pads. I'm gonna go start the heater, and then I think it's either time for a fire or to make dinner. This wood is from the same pile that we used last time, and it's still really wet, so I've got it lined up to dry out. I got the heater up and running. It's on the lowest setting. The tent is up, it's drying out and warming up, and we are going to go to the pay station and pay. Oh, look at this. Our campsite even has a little snowman. There's 1 or 2 big loops here, and we did walk around both of them after we paid, and there's about 17 or 18 campers here, which is like, and by campers I mean like some people have tents, some people have legit campers, some people have truck campers. There's 1 other person with a roof tent, so that's what I mean by that. It is New Year's weekend, so I'm not overly surprised, and we're only 6 minutes away from Loon Mountain Resort.
Tonight we're having a really simple dinner. We're just having steak and Brussels sprouts, and we're putting this buttery steakhouse on the steak and this garlic seasoning on the Brussels sprouts.
Both the Brussels sprouts and steak are done, and it looks like they both came out pretty good. I like the garlic seasoning a lot. Steak and Brussels sprouts is probably one of my favorite combinations. I feel like I could have it all the time and not get bored of it. Tonight, we're going to be making s'mores, and for the chocolate, we're using Reese's peanut butter cups.
What do you think?
It's good. I should somehow warm up the Reese's peanut butter cup, and that would make it even better.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the thinness of the regular Hershey's chocolate bar melts a little bit when you put a really hot marshmallow on it, and that adds to the flavor, and this just didn't do that.
I would agree with
But
that.
I'm probably critiquing too much for a campfire s'more in winter. We just changed and brushed our teeth, and now we're going to be heading up to bed, and we'll check in tomorrow morning.